Have y'all ever had like a crazy Lyft driver? I I've had to do like Lyft and Uber a few times in my life, and uh, today I had to go run an errand. My car's broke down, so I had to go run an errand. And my first Lyft driver, they were great. They were so nice. It was kind of earlier in the morning, and we talked a little bit, chit chatted. I like to talk to my Lyft drivers because I like to talk to people. So they were great. I go to my appointment, finish my appointment, order the next Lyft driver. So I'm sitting there waiting for the Lyft driver, and I like to do the wait to save. I like to save a little bit of money. So I'm waiting for this Lyft driver, and I'm looking, and it's saying they're 2 minutes away. Well, 2 minutes away, 2 minutes away, 2 minutes away. And I was like, that is so weird. So I refresh the app, and I see that I only have 3 minutes because they're at destination 2 minutes away from me. They're 2 minutes away from me. So I see that they're at destination, and I have 3 minutes to get to this Lyft driver. So I call them because I'm like, I don't want to have to wait like another 20 minutes for a Lyft to appear. This is, downtown in the city. And so I call the Lyft driver, and I'm like, hey, and she's like, oh, this is, she's like, oh yeah, you're so and so, and I'm like, I'm down the street. I'm down the street. I'm over at the In-N-Out. She goes, everybody knows where In-N-Out is, so I'm just over here by the In-N-Out. And I'm like, this area's kind of changed a little bit, so I'm not sure where In-N-Out is. So we kind of like figure out where we're going to meet. So she meets me across the street. She says she couldn't find the building, but then she meets me across the street from where I was. So that's fine. I'll walk over to her. That's my exercise for the day. Work from home. So that was my exercise. And so I go across the street, meet up with her, and I get in our car, and I'm like, hey, sorry, And she's like, no, I'm sorry. It was a really nice exchange at first. So we get to driving, and she is just really, really talking. I guess she really needed to talk to somebody. So, we're kind of chit-chatting. Everything's, real calm. And then she starts talking, about like diet and health. And she says that she wants to do a like a fast. And I said, yeah, that's a good idea. Intermittent fasting is good for you, like to an extent. You just got to be really careful. Oh, well, my mom's a nurse, so I know. Like, okay, you do you. And then she starts going on about how she had strep throat some time ago, so she thinks a fast will help. But then she says what really helped her was urine therapy. Urine therapy. And she goes, yeah, like, have you ever heard of the urine therapy? I follow this doctor, but he lost his license because he doesn't like to promote like Western medicine. He promotes like homeopathic medicine, so he lost his license. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm being friendly at this point. I'm like, okay, like she's into some, homeopathic stuff. I believe in the homeopathic a little bit. That's totally fine. So I'm like, okay, and she's like, yeah, urine therapy. They really promote drinking urine, and it's so healthy for you to drink your own urine, and you should really try it. She goes, I had strep throat a couple years ago, and I drank urine, and that urine therapy really helped me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like, I'm not going to be drinking urine anytime soon. And then she goes on to say, yeah, there's antibodies in your urine. And if you look up where you can find antibodies in the body, you're going to find it in blood, saliva, and blood, saliva, and breast milk. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, but you won't find it. You won't ever see anything that says online that urine has antibodies. Because if it got out that the urine had the antibodies, and they put it everywhere, and everybody started drinking urine, the whole world would be cured of everything. Like, this is like the master cure is to drink your urine. And I'm just, didn't know. And then she's like, yeah, speaking of the antibodies, there's a lot of vampires out there, which, yeah, I kind of, and there, she's like, yeah, and they drink blood. And I just kind of chuckled a little bit because now she's going from urine to vampires. So I'm chuckling a little bit, and she goes, this is not a laughing matter. This is not a laughing matter. There really there are really vampires out there, and they're drinking blood, and they're getting the antibodies from the blood. I'm like, okay, so now she's trying to tell me to drink urine and blood. This is getting really weird. So then she continues and she's like, okay, he got to drink urine. I got to figure out where I can find blood. And then saliva. I don't know how you would get saliva. I don't know how you'd get saliva. And she goes, you got to drink saliva too for the antibodies. And I just totally in awe. And then she went on to start talking about conspiracy theories and how in Venus, Texas, there's like the elevation is 666 and it's so demonic and this weren't evil times and call me a conspiracy theorist. Anyway, so we're driving. She misses two whole exits coming to my house. We were 30 minutes away from my house. So I was trapped in the car for 30 I was trapped in the car for 30 minutes. Somebody tried to convince me for 20 of those minutes to drink urine and blood. It's life. This world is full of crazy people. It was interesting to hear her talk, and I'm so glad that I can share it with other people. She was really nice otherwise, but 0 out of 10. I'd never get in the car with that lady again. I started getting a little afraid of her. She's talking about extracting all these bodily fluids, and I'm like, I just need to get home to my kids, lady. I just need to get home to my kids. So I just thought I'd stop in and share that story. It was just something interesting that happened to me today. Have y'all ever had any weird experiences with Lyft drivers? If so, please share your story in the comments. I read all my comments and I'll respond to all of them. I'd love to hear about y'all's crazy antics getting picked up by Uber and Lyft. Y'all have a good night.